The agriculture sector plays a significant role in the Danish economy, providing large export revenues and employment for many people, especially in areas of the country where it can otherwise be difficult to find jobs. According to the Danish Energy Agency, agriculture, forestry, horticulture and fishing accounts for approximately 32% of the total greenhouse gas emissions in Denmark. On top of that, in 2050, the world population is expected to be around 10 billion people, implying an enormous increase in the demand for all types of food. At the same time, the temperature is rising, the weather is getting more extreme, and the biodiversity is decreasing faster than ever before. Production of food has a substantial climate footprint and is therefore fundamental to develop new innovative products and solutions, which both allow for feeding a growing population and for dealing with the global climate challenge. The agriculture sector in Denmark has since 1990 reduced its emissions by 16%. This has resulted in Danish agriculture being one of the most climate efficient in the world for producing food. An international report compiled by the World Resources Institute reveals that Denmark's pig and dairy industries have one of the lowest carbon footprints in the world. This can be seen at Arla Foods in Rokersbro, where the aim is to be as energy efficient as possible in the production of mozzarella cheese. Through energy audits and following the production flow from raw materials intake to finished products, the dimensioning of motors and drives for pumps and fans is optimized. Together with insulation of pipes and valves, this reduces the temperature loss from product and utility streams going across the dairy, helping the Danish dairy industry to its world-leading position in energy-efficient production. Boilers at the facility are driven by biogas, supplied from 2 farmers in the local area of Rokersbro, delivering clean heat and electricity to the mozzarella plant. In Denmark, the national gas grid is supplied by more than 20% of biogas, eventually substituting natural gas in central heating and electricity production. Biogas production is based on organic waste, such as slurry and side streams from industries, restaurants and households. Here in Korsgro, near the city of Esbjerg, natural energy is turning over 700,000 tons of biomass into green CO2 neutral gas as effectively as possible. The bio-waste is collected and delivered from businesses, agriculture and households, and returned as degas biomass to the agriculture that recycles nutrients. This is circular economy at its best. Whilst we are looking into the future, where important steps need to be taken to ensure a non-fossil fueled energy transition, it is key to remember how we have got to where we are today. Denmark has been able to vastly phase out oil and coal from its energy mix and integrate high shares of renewable energy from wind and solar, largely due to modification of the boilers at our combined heat and power plants, allowing them to be fueled with biomass supplied from sustainable sources, including the byproducts from agriculture and forestry. The solutions and innovations in the agricultural sector are plenty, and combining the method of producing more with less allows for a more circular approach to exploiting synergies with other sectors, where agriculture and food can also aid the decarbonisation of other sectors. You are now in the Danish city of Skive with the company Stigsdal. Stigsdal is behind the Sky Clean technology. Here, biofuel production is combined with carbon capture and storage. This is an integrated solution through 3 major climate change challenges on a global scale: the need for significantly reduced greenhouse emissions from agriculture, the capture and sequestration of atmospheric carbon, and for carbon-neutral fuels for transportation. The core of SkyClean is a pyrolysis process in which organic waste from agriculture and forestry is converted into biochar gas and oil by heating to a high temperature without the presence of oxygen. The half of the carbon that turns into biochar is effectively removed from the atmosphere. The half of the carbon that does not turn into biochar comes out of the pyrolysis process as gas and oil. The gas can be used as fuel in the heat supply and in industry, and the oil can be refined into fuel for the transport sector. These innovative developments have been greatly supported by the agriculture and food sector, and one thing is certain, whilst the sector has delivered massive changes over time, even more will come. There is still a way to go, but one thing is for sure, the future looks bright ahead.